Hello and welcome to episode 27 of our Timberborn update for Waterbeaver playthrough here at cycle 34, day 3. Last time we built these giant sequoia cradles and some giant sequoia saplings and some grapevines from, I guess, making wine and all that other fun stuff apparently beavers like to do. And made a little bit more progress in other ways. But there's still tons to do. We are still, believe it or not, probably just a little over halfway through the tech tree with everything that we have the capability to do in this mod. And again, we're not going to be able to get to all of it in this playthrough, but we're going to try and get to as much as we can. And we've got plenty to do today. On tap for today, going to try and see if we can get actual wine production up and running. The jury is still out on whether or not we'll be able to make any, or the beavers will eat or drink everything first. We'll see what happens. We also have a couple of minor fixes we can make to some of our farming things and some of our things over here with regard to mining. So people rightly ask me, hey, why didn't you just do this again instead of making this monstrosity? And well, the simple answer is I forgot. So guess what we're about to do? We are about to do exactly that, just like how we thought we could before. So all we have to do to make that happen is put in this little corner piece right there, and then very quickly replace these with regular stairs. We haven't unlocked ladders yet, and given how slow the science process is, we probably aren't going to at this point. That doesn't mean we have to stop detonating these things, because... oh, that was the right one. We can just keep on going and make a couple more of these. We don't have the convenient double and triple dynamite of update 5, but this will work out just fine anyway. What this does mean, now that we know we can put things in the right spot... no storage for planks, huh? Alright, well, I guess we're just going to have to move this to a spot that's more convenient. Anyway, that is going to become a fun thing, because we have to research the mechanical drill for iron ore, which we probably should have done anyway, but we'll put that in, and then all of a sudden we're going to have 2 of these things, and that's going to be exciting. We can also, since we have this platform here, we can just continue building up this way and have this connect up through the top here, just like we could do behind all of this stuff. So plenty of stuff we can get ourselves into. Never ever going to be short for interesting things to try. Alright, so that being said, we're going to leave that alone for right now. We are going to have to build some more trebuchets. We just have to figure out good places for those. And while we're over here, I know it's dark, but we'll go ahead and do 3 times speed. Why are you chilling here? It's only 18-hour workdays. You can go home and sleep. You don't have to sleep in the middle of the road. But remember our bridges? So I forgot that these were a thing, just to be perfectly honest with you. So what we're going to do is we are going to... I can just go ahead and demolish this whole thing. Get rid of these 6. Oh, now he's trapped. Okay, well now I'm a monster. That's what I am. Just completely trapped right there. I'm going to put this bridge here. And then this one here. And that's going to give us some more space to grow some pumpkins or other assorted items that we've decided we want to be placing in this area. So that's going to be nice there. I realistically should have made these into ladders, but I don't have I don't have the ladders there. That would have been nice to be able to get down to the bottom. I guess I could if I really you know what? We'll just unlock the ladders. Why not go for broke? Yeah, these guys chilling in here. They're gonna become beaver soup in this area is what's gonna happen to them. But we'll go ahead and place that right there. That should have no problem getting built because the too high rule is not gonna... is that like a plopping water sound? Well, they're not doing anything. They're just kind of chilling here. Well, that's fine. We'll get it figured out. So, they're going to take care of that. Well, they seem to actually be interested in getting the dynamite done fast at this point. I guess that's probably more to do with me actually having builders now than anything else. But that's fine. So, these guys getting stuff ready in the ENS for the nursing license are still in the process. Obviously, there's no strong alcohol, and there won't be until we have the wine, and then we can take the wine and make the strong alcohol from it. But somebody suggested in the comments that we try doing science points instead of the nursing license. The only reason I'm not going to do that is because there's so much stuff in here that we're not going to have room for anywhere else. I don't know if it's going to care or if it's just going to keep them down here like we have the mushroom juice and the bachelor's in mycology because there's no anything anywhere else. But we have unemployed beavers, so there's not really that much incentive for me to unemploy these guys. So I think we can just kind of leave that alone as it is. The library is going to continue to make science in its roundabout, slow way. We got to get better at getting the rest of these supplies in here. We just have a lot of beavers, and that's kind of the nature of the beast with this mod is since everything's a house, you're going to have a ton of beavers. Unless you just pause everything, and that's not really in the spirit of how all this is supposed to be set up. So, yes, let's get that connected there. All right, so that's given us a lot more space to build on. Granted, this still has to be here, which is fine. It's what it is. But now, yeah, I know, like, we need more pumpkins, right? We have 2,000 of these things. But it's nice to have food. We can check our water supply. These guys are going through... Well, I mean, they're making valuable things. There's no reason why we couldn't put water in there, but they are going through a lot. Somebody said in the comments that Bramble Dam might be running out of water. Storage is full, so that is not correct. It seems to be doing perfectly fine, so we can leave them alone for a while. But now that this is... Well, I guess I didn't really need to blow that one up, did I? Since we have all this here. Anyway, that's fine. What are we waiting on for this? Scrap metal. Okay, well, we have our... oh, yeah, we got a lot of these things now. We have 6 primitive smelters. JFTs in this one. Just chilling. Oh, thank you, email client, for making noises when I never want you to. That's very, very helpful. I gotta love the choppy frame rate, getting 24 FPS. Fantastic stuff. But I digress. Making plenty of power. Our gravity batteries are recharging steadily. We probably should have some more of these, but I don't really have anywhere else to put them at this exact moment in time because of the way the terrain is configured. So that's probably not something we need to be super worrying about. I am going to, however, go ahead and either put stairs or ladders. I don't think I really need to have ladders here. It takes... it doesn't take that many more resources. But I spent so long complaining about not having them that I feel like I kind of have to. I feel like I kind of have to have those, or people are going to be like, well, why do your ladders? You got your ladders. Now you can talk about your ladders. People, I don't think anybody actually sounds like that. It's just kind of fun to do weird voices. Anyway, moving on. We're going to have this guy doing iron ore, this guy doing coal. And what that's going to mean is that these two, I mean, they're not right now anyway, but this one's getting water and this one's getting quartz. We don't really need quartz that much, but we could have both of these doing quartz, or we could just have one entirely coal, one entirely iron ore, like the other ones are. This is basically just a way to employ beavers at this point. I don't think it's really producing that much. In fact, this isn't producing anything because, well, there's nowhere to put any of the quartz. We're gonna have to get more in that way, which actually we might as well go ahead and do, because this is already set up like so. I could put some additional storage piles here. And we could have all this stuff nice and connected. And actually, since we do have the ladders now, that's going to be easier to do here. So we might do that in a second. But we're going to need storage for quartz. This is gold bars. Is this not how you store quartz? Is that what this is? Huh. All right. Well, what are we missing on the materials in terms of storage? Saltpeter. Saltpeter could use some storage. That is that right there. And then everything else is probably yeah, why not? We can put some dirt here. No reason not to. Tile platforms, you know the drill. Just connect everything up here. And since there's multiple ways to get around this area now, I will go ahead, get rid of that, and pop that thing in. Then tall platforms can come around. And connected. There we go. That's going to be nice. And this can just keep on going up. We could just have this whole thing go higher and higher and higher. So that's a fun and exciting option right there. Now, moving on back to here. Still waiting on the scrap metal. I kind of feel like we need to build some more of these things. It would be really funny. It would be really funny if I could... Oh, seriously? I could build on top of the... Okay. All right, all right. This is going to be some grade A stupidity that I'm going to get myself into doing this, isn't it? Yeah, this whole area right here has just really never been very well organized, I don't think. Really leaves a lot to be desired, but I don't really... What was I even putting here? Mountain salt? We don't need that there. Metal fasteners. What kind of storage do we have on those guys? Because I don't... Oh, are we out? That would explain why there's none here. Okay, we need to have like 800 more of these primitive smelter things. All right, let's pause here. Yeah, this isn't working out. These things are yeah, they're going slow. Of course, they have to have the different recipes. Oh man. I mean, I guess I could put one more of these here. There's just not a lot of logic applied to how I laid this out. I know that's well, you picked it, stupid. Well, yeah, you're correct. You're absolutely correct. Funny things happen when you're learning something for the first time and it turns out it's actually hard. That's the way the world works, I suppose. But at any rate, I'll put another one of these here because, well, what else are you gonna do? Make some primitive smelters and just call it a day. But now up here I've got the chance, since we have so much dynamite, might as well use it. This right here, it can become a ladder, which it probably should have in the first place. This is not going to have enough room because of how this is set up with this little flag on top. But I can put platforms up here. That's right. That's right. We can use our brains and make fun and interesting choices. So that's going to be 6 spaces there. Yeah, see, this is the fun way to do it, folks. This is the fun way to do it. So what I'm going to end up doing here is I'm going to put a ladder right there. Put that thing up like so. And then I bet you can't guess what this is going to get turned into. That's right, it's going to get turned into a ladder. Ladders everywhere. Ladders are cool. And I get to say it now because we're actually using them. And since this is also connected on the other side, I bet you're never going to guess. Never going to guess in a million years what I'm going to put there. I'll give you a hint. It's a ladder. So this goes here, this goes here, this goes here. Uh-oh. This is going to be in the way. So what if, hear me out, we blow this up and then put a ladder there? I know. Oh, man. Unreasonable amounts of getting excited over ladders. 27 episodes into a playthrough. It's kind of pathetic, honestly, but I digress. 85% of the way to get red grapes. And once we have those red grapes, because of the way that I laid this out, the only way to process them is going to be to bring them all the way over here to get squashed in the screw press to make grape juice, And then the beavers are just going to drink it. So, yeah, not ideal. Not ideal. We definitely want to find some other way to get power. But, yeah, yeah. Now, solar power, if we had the resources, would be the way to go. But, as you might guess, we don't have the resources. And in fact, I don't even know how to make the glass that you need for it. I'm assuming there's some sort of like heavy-duty refining thing to superheat sand or dirt or whatever. Oh, high-temperature foundry. Yep, that would do it. But you have to have the other degree we can't make in the ENS, which is, oh, it's not even going to tell me. But I think that was the one that required, yeah, the giant sequoia wood, which, we're 21% of the way through the 50 days. So maybe we could start doing that. I don't know. Let's check the progress on our basic balm. 243. All right, we're getting there. The strong alcohol is going to be interesting. It's gonna be a process for sure. So we have the option, since we are already over here in the land of pain and suffering, if we really wanted to be completely stupid with this, we could in fact run power all the way along this, all the way through here, and put in a couple of wine producing things over in this area. We could even, as a couple people have suggested, turn this into a separate district entirely for wine production, which actually sounds like a very intriguing idea. I don't know how reasonable it would be for us to accomplish. Let's, okay, 93%. I'm going to pause. I know some people really hate it when I do that for some reason, but let's take a second here. I'm pretty sure the recipes, oh yeah, oh, we can absolutely do the stupid thing here and bring this, because we already had this one right here. So we already know that's possible. So if we get rid of that, we get rid of that. Come and grab these materials. Not like we really need them, but if they come and grab those extra bits, then I could just have this go up right here, but they have to actually, you know, grab the resources. I guess they can still do that. And then we just have to get the beavers up here. Yeah, there we go. Let me click. Thank you. Yeah, so the idea behind this is just build something. Let them get over here. They've got to have the ability to actually access everything, which is why this gets to be a little challenging the further away you get, and that's going to be quite the trek until I can actually hook up paths here. But considering how this can't even have any, what do you call it? Yeah, I know, I'm good at this. Can't even have any trees growing over there. It's going to become something that is a little challenging for us to accomplish here. But, he says, in a stupid voice for no reason, we connect on this end, then that becomes a pretty useful corridor here. And I can build directly next to the path for most of this. And then we obviously have to come back in and put other fun stuff in its place. I guess we don't have to go all the way up there. I want this to be as relatively pain-free as possible. It's not going to be entirely painless, but it is possible to do stupid things in a smart way. Theoretically. So I think if I just leave the extreme corners out. Yeah, so this one's going to have to get put back in later. Nope, push the wrong buttons to move the camera. Good job. That would make sense. And then we could just have this go underneath here, especially since this hasn't been built yet. Might as well just do this. And then in a complete nonsense thing, have the ladders go into stairs. Because why not? And now we have power over here. So then we can come in and we can take a look at our, oh my god, what is this building called? Screw press. And the power input for that guy is, oh, of course it's on the bottom. So we could either put that up at the top of the cliff, or we could have this come down and then build on top of it and do some other stuff. Because this will, well, it's waterproof, or watertight, I should say. And it has a pretty nice overhang on it, so we could actually build some stuff on top of that. Of course, the wine cellar also has to be a... wait, hold on. Does that... are you serious? That has to have a... oh, come on, really? That has to have that stupid degree I can't do yet. Man, why you gotta be like this? It costs $0 to not be like this. Or I don't know. Euros or Japanese yen or whatever currency is that you use. But, that's a pain in the ass. That's what that is. Alright, so that's going to have to go, I guess, that one first. And then we'll have to go down, so this will be... yep. The fun never ends in Waterbeaver land. Some might say it never even starts, but I actually do enjoy the mod. Even if it is completely censored word here, insane. It is just, yeah. there's a whole lot of why in the world would you ever do this involved with this mod. But that's I guess just part of the charm, to some people at least. So I'll put that there on that side, and then right here, so we can at least oh, they finished that real quick. Finish that. Okay, so wine cellar, wine cellar, wine cellar. I wish it would tell me which degree that is, because I see the sparkle on the left side. Oh. Wait, hold on. Is that the Bachelors of Mycology one? Okay, if that's what it is, which would make sense, then we're good. Okay. I would like to apologize for slandering the mod developer approximately 30 seconds ago, because I'm stupid and can't read. But in fairness, there's a lot of things that look really, really close. It has a star on the left side. It doesn't look close. Look, you have to understand that I'm just stupid, okay? you just have to understand that. That's the way this thing works. All right, so high temperature foundry again. We cannot build currently, which is why we're doing this insanity. That one is going to go there, and that's of course why I did it that way. In fact, we could extend this a little bit more if we felt like it. But we definitely want to have access to all of this as best as we can. Alright, I can also come over here just because we can, once again. And I can blow this up, and then I can just put stairs here, because the interconnectivity between all of these things is rather poor, I guess we could say. Are these fully charged? They sure are. Oh, you know what? Oh, I'm smart. I'm smart. I forgot about this. I can put more gravity batteries here. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Oh, yes, please. Let's go. This is going to be something. Maybe. Possibly. If I do that like so, that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those. Yep, that's what I want. And I can build them from underneath by having the stairs come up like so. And then this, all this has to do is have a second branch coming off of it. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Look at this absolute genius that I have unleashed upon the world here. So I know the part that's actually done, the part that's already finished, is the one that I've got to take out. Oh, I'm having too much fun with this. That should not be allowed. Let's put, yeah, right here. Oh yes, oh yes. Put another one of these right there. And then what I get to do is I get to use these as a power conduit, except they're probably not going to be constructed anytime soon. Do I have... I don't have enough metal for 5 of these. Am I making metal blocks? I am, but I don't have enough scrap metal. So that's why I was building all of these. So actually these should be... Do I even have enough clay? Not really. These need to be top priority to get constructed. And our clay is... Oh, do we just not have clay storage? Does that go in a large industrial pile? It does not. Really? Why? Do I have to store clay in a warehouse? That doesn't make any sense. Well, at least it doesn't make any sense to me. It might make sense to somebody. Alright, sure. That's fine. Guess what? That gets to be super prioritized too for probably no reason. But if that's going there, I guess just having the one storage probably isn't enough considering how this is set up. Should I have made this a double stacked thing over here? I don't know. Oh, guess what? Is that the entrance to the tank? It is not, so that means that gets to go away. And I'm going to have room to put something dumb here. Like clay storage. Yeah, get that thing done. Let's go, folks. But anyway. Oh, man, this is going to be nothing getting done in this episode because I've had this pause the whole time. But the idea that I had here was just have the power go into the gravity batteries and then come back out on the other side. And that, I had figured... Nope, can't put that there. I had figured that would have been a clever use of space, but now that I'm not so sure I can actually build all these things, the jury might still be out on that. But we'll get something figured out. Tall platform here. Oh, it's not going to be symmetrical. Someone's going to be upsetty spaghetti with me on that, and it's probably going to be me. If I do that. And that way there, I actually don't have to build 5. And since I have the platform on the bottom, they can build from underneath. That's actually not going to be a problem. So if I did 4 here, then that's going to connect everything quite nicely. And we'll get additional storage for battery power as we make this deeper. It's not going to be 44K each like these guys. But it's going to be pretty close. It's just 1 block shorter, so it'll be, what, I don't know, 36 or 32 or whatever the math works out to. Anyway, so that's going to be done like that, and they're going to get up into it using our... oh, I guess I should just do a right... No, I can just do regular stairs. What am I thinking? And I can just put it there, too. That's not a problem at all. Sometimes it helps to have the galaxy brain in you. So these grapes are... Oh, no, the vines are fully grown, not the grapes. That's another couple days. I'm sorry. Excuse my lack of knowledge there. So, they're going to take their sweet time building it because you know that's exactly how it works. But that's going to be a really good thing for us to have access to. All that extra power storage and having power going to the other side of the map, because that means I don't have to figure out some kind of complete nonsense. And he says, we can continue to have gravity battery storage over here as well. All I have to do is just make a little fork here and come along this side and do the same thing we already did. But one step at a time, we'll just do little bits and pieces as we have the ability to do so. Because we've got tons of beavers that aren't working. The problem is... if I build more of these builder lodges, that's going to be more slots for beavers to live, and we don't need that. We need to have maybe fewer of those kinds of beavers. But we got farmhouses here that need something on top, and I was going to do the nerdy attic. I haven't made the board game pieces for that yet. We also have the option to do a hauler's warehouse, which will employ 4 of them, and also, I guess, cause beavers to have somewhere to live, which will make more beavers. But, oh, it's also storage, huh? Well, we'll figure it out. I don't think it's going to be that complicated. I do want to do the nerdy attic at some point. I just have to remember how to make the stuff for it. I think that's in the Handicrafter's Lodge. Oh, is that wooden toys? That's probably what it is. Did we finish with our basic balm? Not yet. We're getting there. That is the alchemist, one of these guys. There we go. Yep. Okay, that's getting done. That's fine. What kind of progress is being made over here, if at all? I guess I should just kind of stop trying to check. Probably, at this point, would just make the most sense. So I've got red grapevines, white grapevines. I really should have just done one here and that been the end of it, but I digress. Giant square seedlings, now 26% of 50 days. And these guys, one of them had the sequoia feller, and I don't, oh, here it is. 300 science for that. I mean, we could make one. But we don't have the need to for another 30 days in-game, which I guess at this point we're not going to have today's episode because I paused the game for 15 minutes like an idiot. But that's the way it goes. Gotta do what you gotta do. There's a concerning amount of berry consumption occurring as well. But I guess we're not immune to that. Probably should go ahead and deprioritize the building of this giant power structure so they can actually finish the stuff closer to here that's a little bit more important. This mechanical drill is still waiting on scrap metal. And a lot of these have been built and are working. So we'll go ahead and prioritize these by haulers. Again, I feel like this is something... The hauling mechanic specifically is something that desperately needs a complete reworking because it's not very clear what it actually does. Whether it means that the people who work there can't haul things, or if the haulers will be the only ones allowed to touch the stuff in the building, or if that just means the haulers will prefer that building instead of one that doesn't have it checked while they're doing their whatever automated thing. I don't know. I don't know. But regardless, we are making, in theory... Oh, we don't have any iron ore? Is that what we're out of? Okay, well, I'll tell you what we do then, is we have this start making iron ore instead of water. That's an easy thing to do. Quartz storage. Where are they putting that quartz? Where did I put quartz storage? I just don't remember. There's so much to keep up with. I can't possibly remember everything. I mean, maybe if this was the only playthrough I was doing, I didn't have 3 of them. But somewhere, someone has storage for quartz, and I don't know where it is. But it's being stored, so I guess that counts for something, maybe. Clay storage here, clay storage here. So we actually do have some, and we built platforms. I imagine that means we'll get these built and then gravity batteries possibly soon. Now, metal fasteners, I imagine, is another one of those things that wasn't being made because we didn't have any scrap metal. And the scrap metal because we didn't have any iron ore. So that's how that's working out, I suppose. I don't see... In fact, I don't see coal or iron ore really stored anywhere unless I'm just dumb and can't see it. Got a little bit of sawdust. Got a lot of saltpeter. Got salt. Yeah, they're not getting to it too much. Well, I mean, now they are. Now that the mine is actually functioning. Alright. What are we doing over here? Still getting coal. Drill bits. We still have, so that's good. This isn't full of dirt. Or waste rocks. In fact, we're pretty much out of waste rocks. 15 more scrap metal to make this guy, and that's really going to help things out once that's up and running. Let's check on our grapes. 50% of the way to having some nice red grapes. Now, the problem is going to be beavers eating this stuff. And I have a gatherer flag here, and I have a gatherer flag here. I don't have any storage for those. I kind of don't want to have storage. You know what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause these. Because until we can have a guarantee that the grapes are going to be safe from eating, I don't think we want to mess with it. We'll see what happens. So that's constructed. That's nice. So we can start building our screw presses. Take a look. Man, I wish I could get rid of this overlay. I know that's not anything the mod maker can do about that, but it is just, it's right where I want to be able to look at stuff. All right, so if I put this here, that is connected the way we want it to be connected. So if I did that, I'm going to want at least 2 of these. And we're going to want that to be connected in the back like so. So you know that's going to take forever to get built. So we might as well just keep on. I'll make that a 4-way just because I can. Might as well just keep on building a couple of these because I imagine we're probably going to want to have more than 2 when all is said and done. All right, drought warning in 3 days. I have enough science to unlock the wine cellar. We can actually probably... I can't stack it. It's got to be... Does this have to have power? No. I mean, why would it? It's not a... Okay. Oh, I wish this would nest so I could have that, but it's going to block doorways. Well, we can put this here. We can put it across the way. Actually, no. This would make the most sense to go somewhere, maybe right about here or so. The doorway's on the 2nd floor for some reason, but that's going to be nice. Of course, I'm sure some beavers are going to live here. Yep. Housing. Could you imagine, as a beaver, living in a wine cellar? But those beavers are going to be drunk all the time. Not very productive to have drunk beavers constantly, but we'll get that all connected. Wine cellar here, recipe, wine, obviously. So that's okay. And what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to make this a district crossing, and then I probably have to make one up here. How close? I know I got to pause again. How close are these trees to growing? 96%. 13, 9, 1, 96, 93, 96, 0, 4, 9. Okay, so if we did... What are these other ones? 37, 36, 38... Okay, well, they're Everblossom, so it's not like it's going to take them forever to get rebuilt anyway. So if I unplanted, I guess I'll just do, for the sake of having them in the one spot, here and here and here and here. I'm going to go ahead and just kill those, because, I mean, we've got enough wood. Put a district crossing there. Eventually, once we have water and stuff stored, because, let's not forget... this thing is going to consume... Well, it's not going to consume a ton of water, but it's definitely no slouch. We're going to have some water storage here. So that is probably something that is going to make the most sense to put in this general area. We do have the ability, because of how the tanks are set up. I always want to... I don't know why. This giant buried tank can go into like a niche in the hillside, but we kind of don't have one that fits the bill. Yeah, we'd have to come out that way. But if I put the what do you call it? Yeah, I know, real scientific term there. If I put the district crossing here, it's going to block me from using... I probably want to put it here instead. In fact, I want to get these trees taken out, so... I have so many unemployed beavers, there's literally no reason not to do this. Just keep them busy. get the rest of this stuff out of here from up top. Those aren't real trees. They don't count. Actually, no. You know what? We can be smart, and we can actually place this where this guy can get all of these trees. And by this guy, I mean these 4 guys. And we can get all this stuff out of here. Just clear it out wholesale. Make it work, folks. Let's go. And then I can put the district crossing maybe somewhere up here even. It is just unfortunate that these gravity batteries are not going to be done before the drought. Well, actually, maybe not that unfortunate, because once I build them, then they will be looking good here. Of course, this isn't even done yet. I need scrap metal. So we have some iron. We should have some coal. I think it's probably being used about as fast as it can be made. So if this is making 5 iron every hour and a half, how much coal is this making? 3 hours, it makes 60. So every hour it makes 20. Yeah, we need more iron. So let's... I don't know why I still have this doing quartz. I don't even need quartz. Let's do iron in here as well. That should help us out a little bit. How close are our giant sequoias? Okay, that's looking decent. Not fantastic, but wow, they're going to town with these trees. Okay. We also have this space up here. We could build something, but that's kind of far removed from everything we've got going on. Water-wise, we probably should make some more. But we also have been using a lot more of it. I think the answer is in having more of these aquifer pumps, which, by the way, we can also build over here with their connection to power. That is an easy thing for us to accomplish. So if we take a look at, I don't even know how to find this thing. Water pump, small, oh, come on. Small aquifer pump. Oh, that's what I was building. Okay. The power goes into that one on the second, because of course it does. Second floor, this is a, wait, what? Deep water pump upgrade terminal segment. Okay, that's got to go on that mine thing, I'm sure. Maybe. Oh. Okay, that's a building I could have used. Never mind. But this, I believe... Yeah, we could put a couple of these up here just fine and have a nice little connection on the backside. So if I did that, that would have to be a T or a 4-way. Probably would just go ahead and make it a 4-way. That would be the upper, and then this could go along here. There we go. Put that guy there, and then if I were to put water pumps... yeah, I could put one as close as right there, which I think I will. And of course I'm going to pause these because there's no reason for that to be a thing. And I suppose I might as well just make these 4-ways because why not? If I ever need to have anything else come off the backside to power something we build on top of this, for example, then maybe that's an option we want to have. So that's going to make that make a lot more sense. And we can also kind of wrap this around the back, possibly, depending on how this ends up working out. I think might have to do a little bit of tomfoolery to get the to get the power to go around over this cliff, but that'll work. We're thinking of creative ways to utilize everything here. All right, so we have grapes. I guess I can't see them by looking at it. In fact, I don't even know if it renders the actual grapes themselves. But they have them there, and these are well on the way. If I have the gatherers get these, I'm pretty sure they're just going to eat them. So that's why I wanted this to be its own district. So let's go ahead. I'm not going to have the time to wait for them to blast for the giant buried tank, nor do I want to mess with building it. But if we go ahead and put in I guess I could just do a couple of tanks right here for water, because why not have some water? The metal fasteners is what's killing us here. But if we can have some water stored up, this is pine resin. We don't really need to have too much of that. But we're also going to need to have food here that's not berries, so they can actually, you know, exist. I think we're going to keep it simple. Give them the option to consume mass quantities of pumpkin chips, because guess what? We got a lot of those things, man. Where are the pumpkin chips? Where are the pumpkin chips? There they are. So if we keep things simple to where it's not really possible for them to have too much else going on, I think we'll be in good shape. What is this? Braised cabbage? Might as well. Might as well get those extra things in here if I can remember what it looks like. There we go. Alright, so that's gonna go there. Oh, you know what? You know what we can do? We can make ugly four-way intersections for literally no reason. Get rid of that. But I can take my favorite piece ever, the ladder, and come down to this side. Oh yeah, we can have some fun with this. Make a little bit of a storage complex. And that'll be quite nice. How are we looking here? 38%. I really wanted this to be done in this episode, but I guess I didn't want it bad enough. Seems to be what the messaging behind that is. Alright, wow, they cleaned this out real quick. Okay, no more trees. Go do something else. This probably wouldn't be a bad place for another district either, but this is just so much going on here. Oh, it's a drought. I forgot. Probably should not be expanding the detonation of this during a drought, because that's just going to make the water level go down even more. But what else? What else am I going to do? Okay, that's out of water. Of course it is. But we have 200 some clay, so that's kind of okay. Don't really have too much room to complain there. I think for the benefit of actually continuing to produce grapes, I'm going to have to turn these back on. They do only take 6 days to grow. And this many grapes not actually having a storage space at all means they're going to be stored in the gatherer flag, which means if a beaver really wants to eat this, I guess they can come figure it out. That's not going to be that big of a deal. And now that this is taken care of, I think I can go ahead, disconnect this, and I can go ahead and, you know, I'm going to make this a four-way in case we have to power anything through here. Probably, honestly, all of these corners should be four-ways, now that I'm thinking about it. It just makes sense in case you ever need or want to have something else come off of it. So if we do that, then this space, well, this doesn't have to be that angle anyway. I can do the wrong clicking. District crossings, I think it's going to benefit us to have multiples of these. So if I do, well, I don't want it to be too close to that either. So we could probably, you know, the way this is set up, leave a little bit of space here. I could put one here. Actually, no, let's put one there. And one there with the option to continue and connect on the other side if we want a third one. But two there. It's actually kind of far away from everything else here, but not the end of the world. We could, if we felt like it, build a connection over the top of this. This large farmhouse can plant somewhere else. This one can't. Is this actually... No, there's the... Why did I put this here? That needs to be rotated some other way. But I might as well, if this is going to let me... Ooh. No, it would have to be a ladder coming straight down. Yeah, I'm going to... Oh no, dirty beavers. Now, well, they'll get over it. I can just rotate this or make space for another one somewhere else. River baths. There we go. Let's put Let's just do this. Give them an actual selection here. That goes along that way. Let's flip that. I'm going nutso over here trying to put all this different stuff in. But that's decently good connectivity to the main area here. Not super far away. That should work out nicely. And then if we have the two over here, I don't really need to have another one, but I will put one here just by itself. So that's going to give them plenty of stuff to think about. We will have to have a district center over here as well. And that can go on top of pit and ladder lodges. We're going to have places for beavers to live. Why is the tree nursery paused? I shouldn't have paused that. I meant to pause the gatherer flag. Unpause the gatherer flag and not repause this. But we're going to have 6 living here. We're going to have... Oh, nobody lives there. The stilt house is where they live. 3 living there, 3 living there, so we're up to... Math is hard. Yeah, this district will actually have a decent enough population to handle all these jobs, I'm pretty sure. We'll see what happens. Already putting braised cabbage in here, pumpkin chips in here, medium tanks, need the metal fasteners. Alright, what am I making in the rest of these, and why does it need to be metal fasteners? We have 2 of those. Crude saw blades. Yeah, we're going to need those for the sawmills. However, they don't have enough coal. If I do metal fasteners... Oh, the same story with the coal. Oh, those are already making metal fasteners? Alright, so we need coal. We have 15 iron. Why do I not have coal? Oh, this is ready. Okay. I thought I had, thought I'd connect to this, but I guess not. Well, that's going to be fine. Just like that, we'll get iron coming in that way, and then I can have coal come out of the ground. I thought I had already hooked this up. That is, unfortunate. And this, okay, well, obviously it's not connected to 2 districts yet. But we'll get there. I just have to have a good spot to put a district center. And I imagine if I want haulers, I probably... Oh, I can't place this on top of anything else but the base segment. So, oh, you know what? You know what? My genius sometimes absolutely confounds me. Let's, that was sarcasm, by the way. Let's put in, at the bottom of this... yes. Yes, I will put in 2 levels on top of that, and then on top of that, since this is not going to be a huge district, we can just put a 4-way district center. And that's a nice way to actually connect everything top to bottom again. That is pretty snazzy. Pretty snazzy indeed. So we'll just avoid connecting this until we have to. This, of course... It's going to have to be only connected at the end as well. But that is pretty good progress. This is now... Wait, hold on. Did I not... oh, they have to actually build these 2. I thought they had already done that. Alright, and now we should... Okay, yeah, that power is dropping substantially. But we are getting iron ore, and we should now be in a pretty... decent spot. If we're making scrap metal, it is 50-50 split. Ironworks is needing more coal. So now, we got a pretty good stock of iron. Let's do more coal. I could do this split thing. The iron 40%, coal 60%, but I think we just need to have more coal right now anyway. That spicy sodas, yeah, that killed our water supply when we did that. So this one is actually pretty close to being done. Did they eat all the grapes? I think they did. Yes, they did. Gotta have some more storage. So let's, since we already have, yeah, we're gonna have this thing all over the place over here. We need some storage for different types of grapes. I'm just going to do large warehouses because why not? There's no reason not to. Got 2 of those here. This could be... where's my grapes? Red grapes. And white grapes. And then I'm assuming the wine has to go in medium tanks. Which actually one of these should probably be for wine. Yes, there we go. That can go there. Water is fine to go there. I'm going to want some other storage right here. Medium warehouse. Is the alcohol going to be bottled? Or is it just going to be chilling out in the open? It's probably just going to be chilling out in the open. What else could possibly be stored here? I already have a pine resin giant storage. What else do these guys need to make? I guess I should have just... There we go. Recipe wine. I guess we'll just have to kind of feel it out, see what ends up working. So for right now, I will leave this out so they don't have to build it. All right. 2 more to get this gravity battery going. Of course, it's not going to be connected to anything except what's over here. Oh, and this needs so much stuff. Drill bits. Should I start making drill bits again? So now, oh, are we out of drill bits? Oh, they're in the mechanical drill. Yeah, we're going to need another... factory probably, but I don't have anywhere to put it quite yet. I mean, I guess now I can be building these things up here. We've got the room, I suppose. It's just going to be a question of, are we making enough power? Because, oh yeah, this is rapidly depleting, but we have a day and a half left. I guess that's not a problem. Water supply is holding up just fine. Okay. Yeah, man, it's these metal fasteners. Everything needs the metal fasteners. They just cannot... It's 1 every hour? Are you serious? I don't remember it being that slow. Oh, I'm going to have to make a ton of these things. Primitive ironworks, I'm pretty sure. Yep, needs an anvil, which I don't have extras of. And to make an anvil, I'm going to have a lot of scrap metal, and to make scrap metal, I gotta have these guys. Okay, alright. I really need to have more factories. Metal blocks. Metal blocks. Metal blocks. Metal blocks. Make an anvil. Yeah, that's gonna be the fun one, because you gotta have 100 scrap metal to make one of those bad boys. So something tells me that's not gonna be happening here. I think we'll just have to go back to regular metal block construction. But the rest of this is getting pretty good here. Yeah, we're only halfway to the giant sequoias. That's a shame. For right now, until we can actually like start pressing the grapes, we might as well just have beavers eat them. I don't see any reason not to. Plus, we can actually start making them into grape juice over here. Except screw press axles. Oh no, I got 38 of those. I'm gonna have to do something about this. We'll see what happens. How much power do we have left? Okay, that'll last us through 1 day, I'm pretty sure. We haven't even been... No, I'll pause this. I know. Going back on what I was gonna say, but we'll just keep that pause for now. These guys, I guess they're just going to be snacking down on the grapes. I mean, that's allowed, but I would rather they not. So grapes going in here, and they're just going to get eaten instantly. Yep. So I think, yeah, the suggestions in the comments, including the guy who made the mod in the first place, to just have this be its own separate district. Yeah, I was really hoping we didn't have to do that, but that is where we are attempting to take this, at least. All right, 10 more metal fasteners here, 20 more metal fasteners here. If we can actually keep the production of this up and running reasonably well, then I think we might be in okay shape. The problem is we're using the scrap metal to make the metal blocks and also to do all this. So now I really need more primitive smelters. Well, We can just keep on blowing stuff up. There's no rule that says we can't do that. I don't know why every time I say or hear the phrase, there's no rule, I just always go back to Air Bud. There's no rule that says the dog can't play basketball. Like, what a stupid premise for a movie. But, I don't know. 90s kids loved it. It's just completely absurd. Alright, drought's over. Oh, I really should be ending this video, but I don't want to. Also, it's episode 27. If you're watching episode 27 of this series, you probably don't care if the video's an hour or an hour and a half or 8 hours or whatever. You're probably still going to watch it anyway. That's some dedication right there. Plus, I feel like we're finally actually getting somewhere. So there's a benefit. Hold on, what's the capacity of this? 32K? Okay. Now it's 40. Okay, so I don't think, yeah, I can't go any more on that. But have 5 of these at 40 when previously we had 4 at 44? That's a big upgrade. That's more than doubling our capacity for power storage. So love to see that. We just got to get these guys to go faster, man. We need more scrap metal. We need all this stuff. There's so much that rides on the same exact stuff being available every time. So what I really need to do is I really need to make a high temperature foundry so I can make all sorts of other fun stuff. I don't have the ability right now to do that. So we'll at least put 2 more of those there. I'll put that 3rd one in as soon as that's ready to go. And then, you know what? I might as well. I don't even know if I can get over here yet, but might as well just keep on sticking these things over here. I guess we will see what happens. Oh, they don't need to be out on this. Please don't walk on it. Thank you. Good job. Yeah, if I can get this whole thing blasted down, might as well just do this too. Why not? Why not go for broke? We got tons of stuff we can get done here. They keep eating all the pineapples too, which okay, it's food, that's fine, but I feel like that's going to be something that's going to be important for recipes at some point. Maybe. Advanced mushroom grower, that's another mycology thing we could be doing. It's actually, wow, 18 hours to make 70 mushrooms. That is a really good recipe. An enclosed place to grow mushroom at an incredible speed. Yeah, the juxtaposition of the phrase incredible speed and mushrooms next to each other is funny to me. But yeah, that would be our last mycology degree if I built that building. Oh, then I'd have to do this whole thing again. You can't copy these. Thankfully, you can't just forge degrees in this game. For the interest of upholding the integrity of education, I'm glad they cannot copy degrees, but man, would it be so convenient if they did. Oh, that would be so convenient. So before we begin being done here, okay, that's not how you make the strong wine or strong alcohol. Excuse me. You make the wine in the wine cellar. And then, oh man, then I got to figure out how to do the actual alcohol process. Oh, I think that was in the, Alchemist or something. That's probably what that was. Giant sequoia feller, again, is not something we need right now. We will build it next time. This is now ready to go as a separate district, but we don't have any storage for water yet, because guess what? We don't have metal fasteners. Metal fasteners, always the problem here. Do I have any in Bramble Dam? No, I have 1. Okay, well that's not great. Oh man, I really want this to be done in this episode. I guess. Oh nope, this needs metal fasteners too. Oh man, that's yeah, having to have the metal fasteners locked behind anvils is just incredibly hard. Well, we'll be alright. Not the end of the world. now, actually, I can put another one of these primitive smelters. We're going to have so many of these things. This is going to be hot over here is what it's going to be. All these smelters running all over the place. Ladders. I'm so glad I researched the ladders. In case you did not know. If there was any doubt. If there was any shred of doubt remaining that I was excited about the ladders. That should have tipped you off. And of course we'll do the same thing here. The only kind of whatever thing is that this I don't think can go... Wait, no, we already established this can go on top of stuff because of course it can. So this is going to have to be... Oh, I could put storage under here. Yeah, that would be a smart thing to do. Piles, I'm sure for scrap metal would actually be a smart thing to put. I'm just going to keep on building these things, he says as he clicks the wrong thing. Yeah, if I can do storage piles, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, you know what? You know what? I can make this one a ladder. I don't know why I said it like that. That's kind of creepy. But we are, we've hit our stride today, folks. We've been getting all sorts of stuff done. That feels good. It feels good to actually, like, accomplish something in a mod that has been just punishingly difficult at all times. All right. So now I have these gravity batteries actually finished. We have it's still not running a surplus of iron or coal. I guess we're just going through that much of it. But now these are actually running to make the juice. The wine cellar doesn't need to be powered, but it still is. Oh, yes. There we go. Oh, we need to have storage for... screw press axles. That was a... Is that a pile? I can't remember what building that goes in. Pile, yes. Screw press axles go in the pile. And I've got a couple spots. Oh my god, this lag. I got a couple spots I can do that. Storage piles. We'll just do... these two here. Come on, let me click. Screw press axles. Alright, and what other consumables are these going to go through? I don't... Oh, this doesn't... Really? This doesn't discriminate between red and white grape juice? It's just grape juice. Oh, okay. It's just... Why, okay, so why do you have two species of grapes if they're just going to make the same grape juice in the first place? That doesn't really make sense. Okay, well, since we're already here, I might as well just, yeah, I'll make one of these for grape juice, one of these for wine, since they're both going to be here. That's fine. Can I put a platform on top of... No, I cannot. Can I put a overhang walkway on top of any of this? Yes. Yes, I can. So guess what, buckaroos? This is where we're going to put all our wine. It's going to be on top of this garbage. All right, 1, 2, 3. Oh, this is going to be so stinking ugly. You have no idea. Grape juice. I really hope they don't drink the grape juice. I mean, they're going to obviously drink the water. I know. I keep doing this. I keep changing this. There's no reason for it. But I think... Oh, it'll hold 300 wine. That's fine. This actually has grape juice inside of it that they're not drinking. That's interesting. Have I, Oh, they've been harvesting this whole time. That should not be a surprise, but for whatever reason it was. Alright, so that's functional. I need them to build... I need them to build something for me to store my water in. Well, this one's going to be done first, so I'll make that water storage. And this one can be grape juice storage. So it just needs 5 metal fasteners. As soon as I have the water storage, we can make this its own district. Absolutely no problem. These guys just have to have a place to actually store water. And then I should probably have one of these aquifer pumps going. But that's going to require... Oh, no, I want to build these before it becomes a district, because then I don't have to import all the weird stuff to make these. Or at least have to have a path close enough where the builders from the other district can come do it. And it not be a huge pain. So that's as close as that's going to be able to get, but that would be able to reach probably all of these. So look at me making kind of acceptable choices. Let's say it's a progress. It is, in fact, some degree of progress. I mean, I feel like we've made more progress in today's video than we have in, like, the previous 10. And that's probably not true. But it is just super, super exciting to be able to actually get stuff done. Now, I said this needed to be, yeah. That needed to be the scrap metal that we were producing on top of all this. Primitive smelters, ahoy. There we go. Scrap metal there, that's going to be a winner. And we're going to have a lot of these. I actually have a deficit. Wow, okay, that's one of those birth-death waves that always tends to happen. Alright, so I guess we can't be too upset about that. We are working on this guy very slowly, I might add. Drill bits. Drill bits, drill bits, drill bits. You're going to kill me with this. Yeah, what, methane for what? For a drill bit? Okay, that must be some sort of hardening process or something. Oh my god, it needs 90. It needs 90 to make it. Okay. Sunflower oil. Are we making any of that? Yes, actually. Yes, we are. Okay, that's progress. Power-wise. Oh, we're so good on power. We are looking really good on power. Even with all this stuff hooked up. So I've got I got 9 grape juice. I actually have grapes in here, which is exciting. That's progress. We're getting somewhere. I just wish I could kind of see the grapes on these plants here. I understand why that's not a thing. So that'd be a lot of modeling work. They still haven't finished this. Are you serious? Give me 2 more metal fasteners. Come on. Come on, make it happen. What are we waiting for? Oh, it's all the scrap metal that we are currently attempting to make. So this is making coal. This is making coal. We have this making coal. And somehow we still don't have enough coal. This is making the iron ore. So I honestly probably should have more of these. Do I have enough? No, I don't have enough explosives to blast today's episode, at least. I don't have enough explosives to keep blasting over here. But I think I can fit... Yeah, I can fit 1 more of these here with the way the ground is set up. And then I could probably fit some up here if I chose to blast that way. Is this up and running yet? No, but it does... Oh, it doesn't have the drill bit. Oh, that's right, because we haven't made any drill bits. Yep, there we go. Oh, we're working on it. Scrap metal is actually filling up a little faster than I thought. Yeah, we really need to have some more drill bits. Should have made another factory. Probably will put another one up here. That is why I did this way. So we would have some space. Because I can, based off of how this is all set up. Oh, and also the factory, when we go to build it, guess what? We need an anvil for that. So it's suffering all the way down is what this is. But we'll get it done. Man, we've got a lot of these guys dying of old age. They should stop doing that. They should live longer. Because it's a pain to keep making new beavers all the time. Yeah, great cooking tent. We really need to get on that one too, because that provides other benefits. This is like a social space. Wow, do I actually have the science for this? Okay, I guess our library's been doing work. But to make our deluxe stew, you know, we actually probably have all this. We probably do. Is this the spatter dock? Yes. So in terms of food ingredients, okay, that's classified as a material. We actually do have enough. So why have I not, I mean, outside of the science cost, The deluxe stew is like the ultimate food in this faction, as far as I can remember. So I wonder if that's worth the doing. I mean, obviously it's worth doing. I'm just wondering if that's worth the doing right now. I mean, I might as well. Oh, that's kind of a cool model. Does this not have a doorway? Or is it four-sided? Okay, no, it does. So this space right here seems like a good spot, I think. Might as well. It's close to where most of this food stuff is being grown. Why is there a shiny in the middle of this? It's pretty easy to make, actually. We could have a couple of these. But if we're making the deluxe stew, is that going to mean that they're going to want to make that first? Or eat that first and not eat my other stuff? Because that would actually be pretty convenient. Okay, bramble flowers, cabbages, chestnuts, dandelions, green peas, logs. You put logs in stew? Or that must just be for the fire. Mushrooms, pumpkins, spatterdock. Yeah, oh, it takes 150 water. That's going to be dangerous. Well, we'll see what happens. Okay, that's why that was there. That's the, oh, look at the art on this. That's fun. Oh my god, how do I have so many beavers all dying of old age at the same time? I've got 102 children. That's a nightmare. That is, oh, that's such a disaster. Okay, so this has water in it. This is waiting on... Really? It's waiting on gears? How many gears have I been making? Or not been making, I guess. That's handicrafter stuff. Balloons. Oh, I've been making balloons. Why do I have 8 balloons? Stop that immediately. You're making gears. Oh, you can't make gears. Never mind. Mechanics Lodge is making gears. Clockwork hydroponic farm. Oh, I forgot I had that. All right. So I'll tell you what. Clockwork hydroponic farm blueprints. There you go, Roy. You got something to do now. And then, yeah, I should have been doing this a long time ago. Absolutely should have been doing this a long time ago. Do I have pencil sets? I might not. Okay, no, I don't. I know that's a handicrafter thing. We have enough balloons. So, yeah, I'm going to... That was the last blueprint, actually, that I had to make. Well, for that, at least. Yeah, let's just make gears. Get the rest of this stuff out of here. Yep, they're going to need the pencil sets, but I do have... I've got one fancy one. I do need them to duplicate that before I use it. Okay, okay. Hey, we're getting well-being boost. Nice. It's probably from our greater cooking tent. And we're actually making deluxe stew. Okay, good. This is a good recipe. If you get 50 units of that from just all this. I mean, I know that's probably just adding all of this together, but that makes it feel really worthwhile when you get 50 units at a time. Man, this has been a good episode. Like, this is the first time in, oh man, ever that I've felt actually legitimately good about this mod. Getting all this good stuff done. The only thing I don't like is that I have 100 children at the same time. That is a problem. I need them to grow up faster, so I probably should be building more of these campfires everywhere. That does marginally increase... Oh, look, the balloons are landing at the exact same time. That's interesting. I wonder why it does that. But for right now, I'm just going to put in 3 of these right here. Wait, why did that... Oh, this is the same level. I could put a, yeah, I could put a thing in there. The rest of this, shrines, I've got science. You know, I really should be, oh, I don't want to mess with the planks. Do I? No, I have planks. I really should be doing more of this kind of stuff. I just always kind of leave it by the wayside. All right, 2 more gears. 2 more gears for my aquifer pump. Aquifer, whatever. Once that's done, I will seal this off into its own district. And then we'll see if we can get everything balanced. And then that'll be the end of the episode. So how much... That's not deluxe stew, that's vegetable stew. The Lux Stew is up here, and we actually have 72 units of that. Nice. We're getting there, folks. 27. Yeah, well-being is going up. Oh, yeah. We're doing great. We are getting stuff done. This just feels so nice to be able to actually, play the game and not get just bodied by it at all times. Making tons of power. We've got lots of power storage, and we can expand it. Yeah, this is... We're hitting our stride. I'm glad I didn't give up on this. And that is operating. So, here's what we're going to do. I'm not going to pause this because, of course, but let's put in... Nope, that's the wrong one. That's also the wrong one. There we go. Let's put this in here. And once that's in place, this will be its own district. And I can actually connect everything. There's no beavers here because they all left. Because I made the mistake of disconnecting this before I made the district its own thing. But we have, if I have 42 beds, I might as well just make the minimum in this. I don't want to ever have the beaver children in here. 42 adults. We're going to min-max this thing. So 42 adults in District 5, which means, that's right, you get to pick the name. So if you have an idea of what you want to call this district that is mostly going to be tree farming and winemaking, the giant sequoias and the grapes and everything, drop suggestions below and I will run a poll and we'll put the name of this one in. I will at some point have to start recording these episodes in advance of some of the other ones coming out because I think I mentioned I'm doing some traveling for Christmas here and there. So I might end up recording another couple of these before the next time you guys see an episode. This one will be coming out on Saturday. It is currently Thursday evening as I'm recording this, and I'm going to try and get some videos in the pipeline so we don't have any interruptions. But yeah, we are looking good now. I'm going to take this out of triple speed. We have... How do I have a homeless... Okay, no, this child beaver, you're banished. Get out of here. Go back home. Go somewhere else. Hope you weren't anybody's kid. But that's looking okay. We got some pretty good food stores with our braised cabbage and our pumpkin chips. And we have a little bit of water. We have some, what do you call them things? Screw press axles. Looking good. We've got some room to expand our employment should we so choose. But the most important thing is that now the grapes aren't leaving. Because guess what? I'm going to go into Beaverburg. Where's my grapes? I'm going to go into here, and I'm going to not import the grapes. And we're not going to import... Well, there's no storage for it anyway, but we're not going to import the juice. Yes, we're not going to import the juice. Not going to import the wine. Not yet. I'm sure I'm going to forget and then ask later on why this isn't a thing. But we're not importing the grapes, not importing the juice, not importing the wine. All the production is going to be centralized in this unnamed District 5, which technically is just District 3, but again, accepting name suggestions for this. Hopefully this district survives. I think it should be fine based on how everything is set up, but we'll of course have to keep an eye on it. It does have its own water pumping. It has some water storage, and we should, assuming these guys don't drink all of it, be able to make and store some grape juice and some wine, and then eventually some strong alcohol, which is going to have to go in... oh, I got to remember what building that's going in. Is that the Alchemist? Which, of course, that wouldn't be in the science thing. I got to figure out where that actually goes. Because I sure don't remember. Artists, wood felling, harvesters, builders. Oh, yep. That is, in fact, how we do... Oh, we need the chemistry set. Okay. Do I have an extra chemistry set? I do. I have 4. Okay, that's exciting. I'm going to go ahead and build one. Where am I going to put this? I guess I could put it up here, actually. So then they can actually build it without having it be a pain. But I did want to keep that open for another one of these. So I think what I will do instead is take... No, I won't. I'll just put it over here. Not going to be a big deal. We'll put that right there. Set that recipe to alcohol distillation. Yeah, that's going to work nice. As soon as they're done with the wine, which they can't make until they have 50 units of grape juice, it should immediately go in here to the alchemist to get distillated. Distilled would actually be the correct word. But yeah, lots of good stuff done today. I'm sorry this is an hour and a half, although if you've made it this far, you probably like that it's an hour and a half. So appreciate your support. Also, of course, want to acknowledge the Beard Boosters and all of everything that they do. All of everything. That's a fantastic, fantastic phrase. But seriously, it is amazing to get to do this each and every day as my job. I cannot believe, that's what I get to do to support myself. So I really, really appreciate you guys being a part of that. And I'm grateful for the time we get to spend together. Don't forget, we have, by the time you see this, there will be an Ostra video with a small update that came out today as of recording this, yesterday video-wise as of you watching this one. So do check that out. Nice revisit to our town in, after, I think that's episode 50 of that series. But we've got all sorts of good memories in that one. Very appreciative of all the support. Since that is the game that kickstarted this channel, we can't ever forget that. But I digress. I've been spending way too much time just kind of talking at you. The video's an hour and a half. You got other stuff to do. Go do other stuff. I'm going to try and do another live stream later today as well. So keep your eyes out for that. And I will hope to see you in either that or another one of these videos coming out very soon. Thank you. Seriously, I really mean it. I appreciate you guys. Have a fantastic rest of your day. Stay safe. Have fun. And we'll see you later. Bye-bye.